So today I have Carl with me to speak more about
Hey.
the situation regarding Boeing. So Carl, why do you think that the whole circumstance that has happened with Boeing, why is it unethical?
In my opinion, there is one unethical situation on another unethical situation in relation to Boeing company in the last few weeks, and I can say three of them right away. But let's be consequent. I will just speak about them further. So. The first thing is that, in my opinion, it is, and not only in my opinion, it was mentioned in some articles in the internet, that forcing passengers to fly on Boeing 737 MAX 8 is unethical.
Okay, so, I mean, of course, nothing has been proven, right? Why Boeing, or why the crashes have happened, right? But, I mean, certainly if there's allegations of safety, I understand it's very unsafe, and ethics becomes a situation or a topic that's discussed.
Yeah.
But why is it unethical when there is no evidence that has been arised?
Yeah, maybe two situations. Maybe the company is waiting for more situations to happen to take some action, but I think two of them is more than enough, because two of them include more than 300 people's deaths. And imagine the following situation right now. For example, I am the passenger and I'm going to fly anywhere from Canada abroad on Boeing 737. And I have heard that already two crashes happened with the planes of that kind.
Yes.
And I'm coming to the company, for example, and saying, can you maybe change my ticket for another type of the plane flying in the same destination? And they would, for example, refuse me that.
Okay.
In my opinion, that would be definitely unethical, because I don't want to endanger my life and fly on the plane on the model of the plane that crashed already twice in the last few weeks.
I understand that. Like, I mean, safety, your own well-being is very important, and we should, I mean, if passengers don't feel safe, right, and if they feel as if that plane does impose a danger, then there is certainly some groundbreaking evidence or groundbreaking allegations that should be
so that's thing number one. I can also say that it wouldn't be enough to just change my ticket, because I asked for that. But and here comes the second reason why the situation is generally unethical, and it's related to let me think. It's related to the fact that Boeing company didn't stop and grounded the planes themselves after two crashes has happened. I think that situation is also definitely unethical.
Certainly, I mean,
I can explain. Yeah.
Let me go I mean, look, Boeing. If Boeing creates this model of Boeing 737 MAX 8 is certainly their most profitable model, right? And there was news regarding it being very, like, in 1 week 57 planes have been created. I don't know if that's a given correct number, but that just shows how much success the Boeing company brings
I understand what you mean. You're saying that how would it be possible just because of two crashes to land all the planes, because it's the most the most produced and the most companies in the world use particularly this plane. Yes, on one hand it is true, and there can also be stated a question like, is it unethical to earn money, right? I would say that it is ethical to earn money, but I would say it is unethical to earn money while endangering other people who use the company's services.
Okay.
So this situation is definitely the second situation that is unethical, and so I was really surprised why Boeing hasn't stopped, hasn't grounded all their planes.
Okay.
Until finding out the circumstances why that happened, and maybe dealing with that circumstances. For example, updating the software.
Which they have said they're going to be doing.
Yeah, that's an interesting thing that they said that soon. I can even find one article. I have it here. I think it is from the Washington Post. There was an article related to that, and no, sorry, it was CNN. It was on CNN, and there was such a sentence. So Boeing CEO Dennis Muilenburg said on Monday that a software update and related pilot training for the 737 MAX will be released soon. Soon, and will address concerns discovered in the aftermath of the one of the crashes with that plane. So what does it mean soon? How many planes will crash in that time while they are going to investigate, update the software, and train pilots for using that software. So in my opinion, they should have grounded the planes and deal with the problem, and only when they have updated that, when they have trained the pilots, only then again provide a proof that their planes are safe, and then continue completing flights, and producing these planes further. So that was the second thing.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think another third one is also related to that in a way, in relation to pilots, what we were saying. In my opinion, anything, for example, when people are not told the truth, the complete truth about the service or about the usage, or, I don't know, anything in the world. If there is some, how to say, disinformation, misinformation, then it already can be considered unethical. And that's the third thing related to the Boeing.
Okay.
That in the Washington Post now, it was said that, let me just find it here, some pilots were furious that they were not told about the new software when the plane was unveiled.
Yeah, people have been saying that the Boeing company tried to not put so much strong attention towards training pilots because the 737-9 has been so long in existence, right? And this plane basically was just a technological advancement to that outlet, right? So I mean, of course, when we started having smartphones, we were trained on using them properly. Eventually, over time, over a series of 10 years, we got to the point of knowing them very well. So I mean, yes, I
know what you're saying, yeah, but it's in relation to the aviation. We can discuss it in a different context completely. If I have a new smartphone, you're right. I haven't. I had buttons before, and then I bought it just here. I don't know how to use it, but eventually I start understanding it, through the usage. But it doesn't anyhow. I'm not in the air. I'm not flying in the air, and the most important thing, I am not. How to say, in charge for somebody else.
Yes.
I'm not taking care of somebody else. I'm not, for example, driving a car.
Okay.
When I'm driving a car, I consider myself the most responsible person in the car, because people who sit there, if I drive carelessly, they will be endangered.
Yes.
So here in this situation, if the pilots are not told about the new software, it means, I don't know, it means that the company is putting them in the situation when the pilot is endangering other people, because the pilot simply doesn't know about that new equipment inside the plane. So I was really surprised to find that out, because I consider that it's 100% done. When the new plane is released, the pilots are...
Of course, the expectation would be you train your pilots
yeah.
Yeah,
maybe this is a little bit less related to ethics situation in general, but I think it just supports that thought of that. Just if somebody is not told about something, it is already unethical.
Yes, and I mean, even more developing news that was arised was the FAA, right, and Boeing. Well, the FAA had given more privilege, right, in Boeing to figure out their safety, how much can this, in the approval, right?
Yeah.
They had more of a insight in that. So the FAA gave them the more power to rule out if that plane was
right. But who in the end grounded all the planes?
Well, all the governments.
The governments of many countries.
Many countries. Yes.
Yeah, that was also shocking to find out that not the company themselves itself do that first.
Yeah.
But it forces basically for the government to come in and do that for them.
Exactly.
Because they are not taking action, but in my opinion that's, we can say it from both sides. From one side, from Boeing side, it's definitely unethical, again, that they didn't do that.
Yes.
And still continue using, but from the side of governments and politicians, the presidents who restricted that planes to fly in their country area, you know, for the period while Boeing 737 MAX 8 are considered not safe. That is definitely, yeah. I mean, the presidents who did that, they definitely did a very ethical thing about restricting this plane.
Yeah,
so,
and then when what this news or this topic was its significance was raised when Donald Trump came up and said grounded the planes, right? Officially.
Right.
And that's when the whole circumstance unraveled, and where we found out more information, right? Or we continue on finding more information.
Yeah.
But this situation seems very, very unethical and forcing passengers to fly. Well, that neither is a safety related, and it also strongly is unethical.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%, especially in relation to such a global company as Boeing that produces planes all around the world. Honestly, I was really surprised to find out that they would allow something like that to happen. Even, not saying, of course, you know, the circumstances may be different. Sometimes the equipment, the software, the technology can work not as properly as it's presumed, you know, assumed, but that they haven't done everything them on their own.
Yes. To
provide the perfect training, the knowledge, you know, that was surprising. Yeah.
All right.
So,
well, that was it. How unethical Boeing is. Well,
yeah.
And hope you enjoy. I hope. Thank you for being here, and I hope you
welcome.
guys enjoyed.
Yeah, thank you for watching us, and yeah, we hope that everything was clear.
Thank you.